Happy Saturday to you, mates. Let's get what a bomb ass way to start a stream in general here. We got fast snacks. We got Mr. X like right out of the gate. Ooh, double Mr. X. Carl Jost talked about this. The double logging in to stream avatars and giving them an extreme advantage. It's flat out cheating. Oh, scheisse. Now we got a battle royale. Things are getting hairy. Pillapalla. Did I say that right? I feel like I failed. Pillapal, welcome in to the channel and to the stream. An apple a day keeps dim stormtroopers away. Well, if you tell them to hit the apple, and then you make an entire suit of armor out of apples, then you will be impervious. Sorry, I zoned out there for a second. Happy Saturday, guys. Welcome in. We're listening to the sweet jams of Jay Nothing. Their link is up in the chat. It's also on YouTube if in the chat history, but if it's not there for you, just let me know and I'll put it in there for you. I'm all about Jay Nothing's jams. It's been like my new fave now, because I'm like, oh well, I'll just pop on some Jay Nothing. And like I think the other day I just went back to the normal shit to kind of get it going. Solipsistic polemic. Welcome into the channel. Oh, did I win again? Oh, stream elements? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I need to, here, I'm gonna write that down. I need to fix stream, or stream avatars showing stream elements in YouTube. There we go. Now I've got it written down so I can forget it and then find it again. That was rigged. That was rigged indeed. Well, hey, all things are final. All right, let's not get crazy here. All right. Oh, mates. How you doing? We've got a bunch of stuff to do today, but that's how we always are. Is you know, fixing stuff. So I ordered. Let me try that again. So I ordered our stuff from Tubes and More, and actually it should be here. Actually, where the hell is it? I think Let's see. There we go. Antique. Tracking info. It is... Oh, it's in my mailbox. It was delivered yesterday? Oh, man, I feel dumb. What did I order? That makes me feel dumber, but oh yeah, a bunch of nuts and some knobs. So it's not like we're gonna die if we don't grab that, but it would be nice to have. I ordered some other stuff too, but I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, I put the other nonlinear circuits order in. We're going to have an Ian Fritz Hipster, a Neuro Z, a Squid Axon, Shake Joke, Doof, Razors, Bongo Fury, and 1 divided by N. Which was honestly kind of pricey. I didn't realize it was 42 bucks. The fuck? And then I haven't pulled the trigger, but I'm about to buy like more rails, rack rails. We have like one open right here. You can barely see it. And then we're gonna take the TKB out, and we're gonna put one in its place. But I feel like I should just buy 3 at a time. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a strong number. I'm gonna work on my projector stuff today. Oh, cool. Hunting for mushrooms. Looking for those amethyst deceivers. I wonder if anybody knows that reference. It's a little light. If you're familiar with the British experimental weird, I don't know what the hell you'd call them, but there's this band called Coil. They're out of the UK. They kind of had different people floating in, but the core members were Peter Christopherson, who is known for the band Throbbing Gristle. And then he's also known, I can't remember the name. He worked for this famous art advertising agent. Like, they did the artwork for Peter Gabriel albums. He did like one of the album covers. He's just, very prolific, very talented artist. And then the other guy, his name was John Balance, but that wasn't like his real name, which is a weird pseudonym, but whatever. They were weird guys. And they wrote a bunch of very strange music. And one of my favorite songs of theirs, and there's different variations of it, it's called Amethyst Deceiver. And that's kind of the lyrics, too. It's just chanting, Amethyst Deceiver. But it's got this bass line. Fucking sick. Sick. I played it on the cello because it's like the original, the bass it's played on like what sounds like an upright. It's just out of Ableton, but it has that slapping kind of noise that you get from an upright. And yeah, anyways, I think I've gone too far down this road. I must retreat back to common shit people know. But they are pretty cool. They're a very weird band. I wouldn't recommend them for anybody. But if you're looking, and their music it's such a wide spectrum. Like, you listen to the stuff in the 80s versus stuff that they were doing towards the end. And it's pretty different. And they went through phases. I would recommend Love Secrets Domain, aka LSD. It's like an acid house kind of record. It's got some pretty interesting tracks. I don't know. It might seem pretty weird now. Hypnosis, yes, exactly. That was the gallery that Sleazy worked. Or that was his nickname too. He was known as Sleazy, which seems rather problematic nowadays, but cute back then. That's that doesn't. That's right. Oh, weird. But growing up and getting into music, Coil was probably one of my bigger influences, because they did stuff that I didn't think you were allowed to do. They did a lot of music I didn't think it was okay to do, you know? They did a lot of stuff that was like, what? Oh, and they were really big synth heads. Like their first album, Horse Rotivator, used like a Fairlight, and it was kind of, you know, a big deal back then. I watched a really good doc on Hypnosis. They did artwork for Pink Floyd, Peter Gabriel. Yep. Welcome in, Hayes. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Peter Christopherson did the artwork for at least one Peter Gabriel album, but I think he did some other ones too. I don't remember the deets, but I'm just trying to put a little bit of backing behind this band, because you're gonna listen to it if you want to. If you listen to it, you may go, this is shit. Why is this song 47 minutes long? Does it change, or is it just this arpeggiator the whole time? I mean, they put out total drone albums, and Wim Wham Wham Rim Ram Rom is a good one. I mean, there's stuff that they did I just never. When I was young, I was a teenager, and I was getting into music. I was really loving music. I wanted to be a musician, and I was like, you know, just trying to get into everything I could. I discovered those guys, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? They released a whole album, and there is no markings on the CD. You don't even know which side is up or down. They're putting shit out like that. You just have to put it in, and if the disc checks it out, you know that's the other side. And it's a 47-minute track of just drone, and about 30 minutes in, there's a voice that comes in and says, "We are the queens of the circulating library. Please return all books." For about 5 minutes or so, it just repeats that and then goes away. You're telling me they put an album out and they're selling that? I want to do that. If you want a gentler intro into Coil, look for The Snow, Window Pane, Further Back and Faster. Yeah. That is good. I think LSD is their most accessible album. Love Secrets Domain. I think that's the most, because it's got some good, like, unsta kind of stuff, some break beats, and some just kind of unique stuff. I don't know how well it's aged compared to what you're used to, because, you know, it's that classic scenario where, you know, they did it first and now everybody does it. So when you watch them do it, it's not nearly as refined as what people are doing now. You kind of run into that, but I don't know. I love them. I think they're the bestest. I have a special plan for this world. So that guy is named, they're all kind of in the same hemisphere, sort of, as music goes. So that guy that sings it or whatever, that speaks it, that man is named David Tibet. His name was given to him by Genesis Peorage. We're just going to get into weird... It's going to be like I'm telling Sumerian myth. His name was given to him by Enoch, slayer of Tiamat. But Mordok knows all. Yeah, Current 93, which is a really bizarre band. It's this genre known as apocalyptic folk, which I think really helps explain what it is. But the track that Mr. X is referring to, we should do that again sometime. I don't think I got in trouble for that. I don't think that's on the copyright takedown strike machine. It's this really cool track called I Have a Special Plan for This World. And it's like 23 minutes or something. It's really long, and it's sold as an EP. And it's David Tibet reciting this Thomas Ligotti poem, which Thomas Ligotti is kind of considered the modern H.P. Lovecraft, without all the racism. And Thomas and this Thomas Ligotti poem, I can't really explain it to you. It is probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever heard. It's so fucking weird because you cannot tell what this person is talking about. You just know that it's malevolent. It is absolutely malevolent. But then at the same time, there's this juxtaposition that the malevolence is necessary. It's such a weird poem, and it's such a weird track. It's super creepy. Really, I think it's probably one of the greatest pieces of spoken word music kind of I've ever heard. Yeah, those songs are from this LSD, you're right. Enoch. Most of my knowledge of Sumerian myth comes from an episode of C-Lab 2021 where they take speed and think that they can see Mordok, slayer of Tiamat. I want Mordok inside me. Keep eating pills, pillhead. Oh, yeah, we got Shitwolf up in here. Mate, so good to see ya. How you doing? I saw your yurt. Man, I can't remember. It reminded me of something, and I couldn't put my finger on it. I remember I was scrolling and I was like, yo, that reminds, I can't remember what it is, but I was like, oh, that gives me a, memory. And then I saw it was your feed, it was your account, and I was like, oh, the yurt. You got to say that with like a Atlanta rapper style. Get in your yurt. Get to work. Staying warm in your yurt. Skating in your yurt. Skate in your yard. There's some triplets on the hats. I hear that. Dreaming in your yard. You are cut off. Cut off from what? From my penis, right? I don't really want that. I kind of like it. I don't mean to be sentimental, but I'd rather you take a toe. Oh, I can end the toe too? Can I keep my toe too? All right. I'm just gonna assume yes. I'm not gonna wait for your reply. The lag is too great. Oh shit, mates. We should probably get crack-a-lacking on some soldering. You know. So I've started using this program to keep notes because so on and it, well, it actually the equivalent would be Notepad on Windows, but like Mac OS has this its version of it, text edit, and I used to have this really bad problem of having like a dozen text like windows open in text edit, and they had like Mac, you like that, and they had I had like a dozen or so, and they all had their purpose. Like, oh, this one's for YouTube video ideas, and then this one's for funny jokes, and this one's for stuff I need. And I had it all like everywhere. And then I saw oh, what's his name? Pirate Software Thor, and he mentioned this software called Obsidian, and I was like, well, let me check this out. Let me see. And he really didn't get into what it was for. And it's kind of a lot of different things, but I am using it to get rid of all those damn notes. The cool thing is with the Mac OS is that when you close the computer or you restart or it crashed or whatever, all those files are there. They just open right the fuck back up and ask you if you want to save later. So they do like a temporary save the whole time with the file. And so you can always retrieve it. You don't have to like create the files, which is a very weird stasis to live in. But anyways, I just consolidated it all down, and it's a nice program. It puts everything in just like text files and whatnot. So you can it's not like I can take this and share this with anybody if I wanted to, because it's just a bunch of formatted text files. So anyways, and I say all this because I'm trying to figure out what we're doing today. So we're working on the encephalo adjuster. No, not the encephalo adjuster. Working on is CarPlus wrong? We got all the chips on, but we still have the diodes and the transistors and the dip packages and all that yum stuff. I tried Obsidian for a bit, but there's a few others like it now too. I like the hashtag map thing. I went back to just VI Markdown, kind of like a bullet journal. Cool. So this isn't like obscure. Yeah, I mean, it adds a lot of features I probably will never use, but I liked the idea that I could organize much better than just throwing it in a text document, you know? That was kind of my, like, oh, I can format this and do some oh, this is nice. I'm gonna format this. Oh, look at that big giant. Oh, bold. Ooh, strike through. So I don't know. We'll see if it's helping. It's weird. Like, I was thinking about this yesterday after Mrs. Hersey complained, like, that there's like a room in our house that things are just, well, when the shelves broke in here, I had to throw everything in there to get it the fuck out of here so I had enough room to work. And then I never really got all that storage back in here. I actually had to lose a lot of it. And so I haven't, I don't know. My point is that I've just been constantly making these like little tiny steps to get my shit together and organized and so forth. And I'm doing, I don't know, it's getting better. I feel like Obsidian's probably going to help me. So I'll tell you one thing that kind of put me off on it, but it's not the biggest deal because I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I'll just have these as separate things. Is I thought that it would have a sync function. So if you had the same thing on your phone, and so if I had an idea or if I needed to add something or whatever, I could open up Obsidian on my phone and it would be synced. Now, for $45 a year or $48 for a year, I can get that functionality, but I'm like, fuck that. I'm not paying $45. It's dumb. No, thank you. So instead, I just use the built-in notes that's in Apple stuff, because that does sync, and I use it all the time for tracking my tequilas that I get. No, actually, well, it's funny. I have in that notes file, I have a to-do list and some ideas, and then at the bottom, it's just tequilas that I need to buy. Which, yeah, that's something I haven't bought lately. Well, tonight might be I think tonight's gonna be a nice night. We might have a little bit of fun tonight, and I might have a little tasting of tequila. I broke my tequila glass, my tasting glass. Oh wait, it was on stream. You guys were there. That's right. So sad. Such a sad, sad thing. But thankfully they make more, and it wasn't like some sort of family heirloom. Or heirloom. But yeah, we might have a little tequila. I'm trying to kill some of these bottles because they're taking up space, and I still want to have a tequila collection, but my love of synthesizers has kind of precluded the finances for that. And I'm like, man, for $100, I could buy a lot more than just a bottle of tequila. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep getting some of the cheaper tequilas, like Arete, G4, and Lalo's pretty cheap. There were some ways to sync it for free. I used to get syncing, but I think I was using a resync script for Obsidian. But yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, it did mention something about a third-party plugin that did that. But it's not that important to me. If I come up with an idea, I can just put it in notes and I'll just copy paste it later over to Obsidian. I don't really need it the other way around. Like, there's never a situation where I need to look at something on there that, I would be remote, like I'd be grocery shopping or something, like, oh, I need to pull Obsidian up. Oh, I can't. There's nothing on there that's helps me. It's all like, I should make this video. I should use these links. I should, It's all like shit that's pretty much going to live on the laptop. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. You could do that with a remote drive, couldn't you? You could just store it on that and have them both access that drive. That's not a bad idea. I might look into that. I'm also addicted to these damn delicious vape pens that they put fruity flavors in them. Oh shit, this one's flashing. It must mean that I'm pregnant. Yabba dabba doo! Microman. Phil Coleman. How you doing today? How is everybody? Is everybody having a good week? Good day so far? I know, what was it? There was the fight yesterday, which was boring as fucking hell. I couldn't even watch, like, I could only last like a few minutes. Like, brain rot has fully set in. Oh. Yo! Microman with the 21 months. Blackjack. That's a blackjack month there. The house loses. And we'll smoke while we do it. Yeah, exactly. Just wake and bake today? Yeah, right? It's called active disassociation. And I practice it constantly. Constantly. Whenever that existential dread starts to creep in, I like to practice intentional disassociation. I find not remembering there's a world outside my windows helps me to feel at ease. Ah, yes. Now I shall go outside my windows and enjoy the fucking cold-ass air, or whatever, you know, the weather. One time I used Dropbox as a website for a workshop. Sadly, Discord closed that option to use it as a website. Oh, really? Was else an easy way to make a local web hotel for a small meeting to share? Oh, nice. If you're always disassociating, are you ever associated? I think when I'm sleeping. Yes. Yes, when I'm unconscious, I'm fully associated with the hive mind of the universe, the zeitgeist. But only when I'm unconscious. And only after an enormous amount of bourbon. I need that deep, 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 deep bourbon sleep. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't drink bourbon. That shit's gross. I know other people like it. And they're gross. No. No, I'm kidding. Sort of. And it's better than I thought masturbating was a form of disassociation. I mean, I really thought it was the hallmark of it, you know? Well, not with HTML code. Oh, like a WYSIWYG. I miss Wild Turkey so much. Ugh. You're on your own on that one. Gibson's. Man, I kind of figured this out later in life than I should have, but I really don't like dark liquors that much. Like whiskeys, bourbons, scotch. Now, vodkas? I like vodka. And I've acquired an appreciation for tequila. So I think I just like clear liquors. I don't know. Still gotta finish that online survey. Lagavulin 18. That sounds familiar, but I don't know my booze. Scotch is water that's just been recycled through the 100-year-old encyclopedia. Tastes like an ashtray. I couldn't afford a gallon of Blanton's every day. Man, I don't think I drink a gallon of anything every day. My body would just freak out at that. Like, whoa, what are we doing, bro? Dude, there's only so much room in here. Are you just gonna keep pouring that down here? Bro, we're gonna have to make some room. And you're not gonna like how we're gonna do it. So maybe you should slow down on that gallon of whatever you're drinking. Thank you. Thank you. I played the role of Sid's stomach. I prepared for the role by speaking with a stomach and learning, like hanging out, doing a little ride along with the stomach, busting some kids. You know, they were shooting fireworks and stuff, and we pulled over a guy. You know what? I don't know if I was doing character studies for a stomach or a cop. I might have just told the cop that that's what it was for, but I told the stomach what was really going on. That would explain the cop's weird expressions to me when I would talk to his belly. Ah. All right, noted. Noted. The U.S. gallon is smaller than a Canadian gallon? Are you serious? I don't think you are. I think I shouldn't have said that. Because now I look like a Goomba. Which is smaller than a UK gallon? Alright. Really? Okay, so I know my liters. Wait, but a US gallon's less than that. On the toilets, when I go to the bathroom, they tell you gallons and liters. And at the same time, it says like how many liters of water does this urinal use? And then it has it broken down into gallons, and that's how I learned. All right, pints are wild. All right, I don't need this in my life. I thought a pint was 16 ounces. That's how much it is where I live. A fifth is 750 milliliters. A quart, I don't know. I never use a quart. I don't know. The only thing I use quarts for is oil. And I don't remember what that translates to. That is a U.S. pint. Wohin Sie German pint? Deutsch pint. Quarts are a quarter of a gallon, right? That makes sense. But like a fifth of booze is a 750 milliliter bottle. Is that standardized, or am I going to get really screwed when I go overseas? When I go to the UK in its imaginary timeline and go, yes, I'll have a fifth of tequila because I'm in the UK and that's what you would drink, tequila. The fuck is wrong? This is why. Oh yeah, no, I'm with you, Pseudo. I am metric, like all the way. The only problem is I grew up with standard and or imperial, and so I'm just like, duh. And certain things I can translate back and forth, and I can, I can have. It's not even a translation anymore. It's an. What did I get up for? I got up to grab something. I have no idea what it was. Keep doing that. Can't be good. Bilingual. Well, there you go. 25.4 ounces is 750 milliliters. And now I remember I was going to get my fucking jacket because I'm cold. I sat back in the chair and I'm like, I'm cold. Ah, there we go. And this will eventually turn into sweaty too warm. But for now... comfort. Oh, really? Sweaty balls. Poindexter over on YouTube. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We should probably kind of start working on so. At least get the ball rolling. Oh, man. So I live in Arizona. I live in Phoenix. I live in the desert. And it's really dry here. And it's like it's shifted because now it's cold dry. And now my skin is just like itchy all the fucking time because it's dry. And I need to like start moisturizing it or something. And I don't want to do that because it's very time consuming. Anyways, I itch. I don't know what the point of that story was. It kind of like petered off from like I had a point to I was just whining. Ugh. Yeah, it went away, but I was putting chapstick on I was putting it on every day, about once or twice a day, but that went away. But I think the reason I had to use the chapstick because I was driving, I was outside a lot. So going outside, I think, made it worse. But now, I'm just staying inside my house. But yeah, it's just annoying. You'd think I'd get used to it. I've lived here for like 22 years. And I'm still a dumbass with this stuff. Whatever. Let me see here. The desert seems cool. I don't know if that was a joke. Live in the sunny city of Canada. It's 1C outside right now. Oh my god. F that. That's a big no thank you. Rubs the lotion on its... I don't want no hose, man. Yeah, I don't know. I when I moved out here, it was a temporary place. I was just gonna live here for a little bit, and then I was gonna, because I lived in Oklahoma, and it took me like 2 jobs, working like like 20 hours a day to get enough money to move out here. So my idea was that, the economy is much better here in Phoenix than anything that's in Oklahoma. So my idea was, well, I'll utilize this great economy, and then I'll take that money and I'll move somewhere else. Then 9/11. So that happened, and the tech industry kind of ate shit around that exact same time. So I don't know. I kind of moved here and was homeless for a while. I didn't have much money, but anyways, the story is that I eventually just kind of like every place I wanted to move to, there was like more reasons not to move there. Like I thought I'd move to California, and that's a real common thing. A lot of people here in Arizona and Phoenix are transplants from California or LA or whatever. But yeah, the more I would go there, the more I'd be like, it's a nice place to visit, but I don't know if I want to live here. There were too many things that kind of were off-putting. And then I thought, well, maybe Portland, maybe Oregon, maybe and all those places. I was like, nah, that shit's cold. I can't do cold anymore. I've lived in Arizona too long. I can't do cold. So here I am. That whole 9/11 thing. Poindexter over on YouTube. Let's try to improve each other's moral. I think I get it. I need some moral boosting since last Tuesday. I know, right? Honestly, with even before all that, I was in a really bad place. Like, just, I was kind of getting burnt out. Just been burning the candle at both ends. I think a lot of it was stress and stuff. And then, and then that happened at the same time, and I was just like, oh, well, all right. This is fucked up. That's it. And then I'll tell you what, then there was a fight last night, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to pull it off, but I'd really like to just completely disconnect, well, not completely, but 98% disconnect from all this pop culture exterior garbage shit that, I don't know, man. It's just, it just seems like a waste of my time. I could be doing so much other stuff. It's like I could be reading the news and reacting to it, oh no, clutching my pearls or ha ha ha, whatever. But it just seems like a useless use of my time. Like I should be watching a movie. I should be working on, this project. I should be cleaning the studio. I should be doing a million other things than this, fucking finding out where this existential roller coaster is going to go to. I'm like, it's a fucking stupid waste of time. And it's not been healthy for me. So I'm like, I just need to disengage, focus on what makes me happy, which is you guys, working on electronics, getting that ball rolling on that, working on like little project, just those things. Those things bring me continuous joy, and even when it is not just pure joy, I'm struggling. I know when I come out on the other end of that struggle, I'm going to be, better for it. All this other shit, it's just gonna bring my mood down or bring it up, or make me like live in my head, wasting all this fucking time that I could be working on other stuff. So, yeah, with all the things that are going on in the world, I'm kind of like, I need to disengage. I don't want to be ignorant. I don't want to be stupid. Like, what? There's a perpetrator going on right now? I don't want to be that guy. But, you can kind of sum this all up in a pretty short amount of time. There's fucking TikTokers and YouTubers that do that shit all the time. That just sum it all up, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should just do that. So I'm not an idiot, and I know, like, oh, there's taxes now? There's a rabbit? That's a pope now? What? The pope's a rabbit? There you go. That would be a nice bit of information I don't want to miss out, because that's funny. But anyways, that's my rant. I've just been thinking about it a lot, and you know, as I get older, I keep finding that, you know, I have complete control over my happiness. Not total, but well, maybe not complete, but I have. Whoa. Anonymous with the 301 tip.
Deactivated my last social media today.
You deactivated your last social media? Fair enough. I mean, I don't mind social media so much when we're talking about nerd stuff, you know? I like that. If I can just... I've clicked a lot of X's lately and clicked a lot of I don't want to see this anymore. I've clicked a lot of those so I can maybe tailor my feed to give me the stem. Give me some of that stem action, baby. Appeal to kids. Yeah, that's their goal. Tune your own. Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. Anonymous. I misread that. That says $30. Yo! Holy shit, thank you very much. That is, that's a nice chunk of change. We can get some beer with that. Shouldn't drink beer that much anymore. I was like at the earlier part of the year, and then I just got bored with it. Now it's just something I drink when I play pinball. Follow your bliss as more of the pop culture moral bliss. Yeah. Anyways, I don't mean to get on a soapbox or anything or like shit going on in the world. I just it's something I've been dealing with for a while, and I share it with y'all in case there's some camaraderie or you know, empathy towards that scenario. Like, yeah, same here, man. Sorry, that was my impression of Boomhauer. At least one fancy beer. You know what? That reminds me, I have a friend of mine. He's a big beer fan, and he's really big into like a lot of the brew houses here in Phoenix. And last time we jammed, I think it was the last time we jammed, we went and had some food, and we had a couple beers, and then he introduced me to the dessert beer. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean a dessert beer? He goes, oh, I'll get you that, man. And so he got this beer, and it was a tall beer. I think it was more than a tall boy. I don't think it was 16 ounces. I think it might have been like a 19 or 20 ounce, you know. It was a good sized beer, and then he poured it into 2 cups, and it wasn't, you know, it's probably about, I don't know, I guess it was about less than 12 ounces. Either way, it was you know, if I had to drink the whole thing, it would have been like trying to eat a whole fucking cake. It was delicious. And the only bad part I remember is I got real fucking sleepy, and we were playing like droney techno. We were doing modular jams, and I remembered I was just like falling asleep on the chair, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, that beer like put the sleepies on me. But oh, let's see. All right, so the Car Plus is our module that we're working on. It's is carp lust wrong? Oh wait, hold up. Oh, we got an ad. Let me do that. Let me stretch. I'm trying to be better at this. Oh, yeah. Lots of cracks. A lot of crinkles. All right, let me check on eBay real fast here. I want to see if my chips... Oh, you know what? I remember now. We... So one's coming from China. It's not... And I have no idea. Let's see. It actually says import customs clearance completed. But it doesn't... I can't tell if it's in the United States. Oh, it is. Ah, it came out of Dongguan Jilong. No, that's actually not what it says, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, okay, so it's in the States. It's past customs. And it has a U.S. carrier number now, so just USPS my ass. Willkommen. Tracking with sick. Oh, they're still waiting on it. Okay. So it's not in U.S. Postal Service's hands, but that means it'll be here by Tuesday. So we'll be good on that. What'd you order? So, I ordered a bunch of stuff, and I'm still in the process of ordering things. It's just like, I already fucked up once with the Mauser order, so I'm trying not to do it again. But the thing I'm looking up is the BBD chip, the Bucket Brigade chip for this module. There's two that you can put on. There's a 1000 and a 4000. The 1000's not that hard to find, and it's not terribly expensive. But the 4000, well, it's the opposite. And I ordered it from a place in China. And it's a cool audio one, so hopefully it's real. I don't know. It's kind of weird that it came out of China. But anyways, the other thing I bought was this, it's an op amp. It's, what the fuck? It's an AN6562 is the model number. But it's for the, well, you can't see it. It's for the Zox box. We need a logic chip for the Zox box. And, oh, that's what those are. Okay, so one's the logic chip for the Zox, and then we needed this op amp that we replaced. And then we should have a working one. What's funny is I don't really know if I want one, but I mean I had the opportunity to have one for free. I traded labor for it, so I'm like I would really regret it if I didn't. Oh shoot, Poindexter over on YouTube. When I used to drink beer, one of my faves was Pilsner's Urquell from Czech. Then my second fave was Guinness Extra. Oh man, we have a cat who loves Guinness. Probably because they're in Ireland, and it kind of is everywhere. If it's real, I think it's so the seller is legit. They have like they have a 99% and they've sold like 2,100 products. So I'm not nervous. I'm not very nervous about it, but it would be funny to put it in and be like womp womp. My favorite beer is really dumb. I've been into these light beers like PBR. There's a beer out of Washington called Rainier. Sometimes you can find it outside of Washington State. And then Montucky is another one. But it's okay. I don't really like the Montucky, but if they don't have anything else, I'll drink it. There's new old stuff. Yeah, like somebody in China, like bought all this shit 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, and is like, oh, I'm gonna sell this and make a killing. Everybody laughed at me, but who's laughing now? Hey, that's my state. Oh, Washington? Yeah. When I was up there last year, I was introduced to Rainier, and yo, that's a great beer. That's a great light beer. I really kind of got into it because like people didn't have PBR. Everybody had Rainier, or if I asked for a PBR, they'd say, we have Rainier. It's basically the same thing. And I'm like, no, I should have led with Rainier. And then after that, every place I go to is there. I would be like, hey, do you guys have that? And when I was in Denver at a barcade, they had Rainier there. And I was like super hyped because I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in Denver. Awesome. You're not a beer fan? Hey, that's one less thing to make you fat, right? One less calorie to mess with. Poindexter, weren't a lot of microbrews back in then, however. Sam's Adams was a microbrew at the time. Yeah. Microbrewing really blew up over the last 20 years. In the 90s, I mean, I didn't drink. I was underage, but I don't remember. And I grew up in Oklahoma, and Oklahoma had some pretty strict liquor laws. They weren't crazy, like what's their name is the worst. I can't think of it. Arkansas, I think, is the worst, but it was still like Oklahoma. Where I lived, because it was different from counties, but where I grew up, you could sell alcohol and beer from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. So that was nice. However, I'm sorry, you could sell beer. Let me back up. So from the normal hours were 6 to 2. However, from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. or 2100 hours, depending on how you roll, you could sell liquor, but after that time, after 9, you had what was called 3-point beer. And if you look at some beer bottles, it's gone away now. I think I think COVID kind of knocked out those laws, but you'll see OK Plus written on the bottle, and that's so that it's okay, it's legal in Oklahoma, and because it has to have like 3.2% beer or alcohol in the beer. And so you had these really weak beers that you could buy, and that was what if you went to a convenience store, that's what you could buy. That was the only thing you could buy. They couldn't sell wine. And here's here's like the kicker. Here's the part that made like getting into any beer impossible growing up. There is anything that was a craft beer, anything that was higher, basically anything other than like Budweiser, Miller Lite, all those large brands, anything outside of that, they could not serve it. They could not store it at a liquor store. They couldn't keep it chilled. It has to be stored at room temperature, which ruins a lot of beers. Like a lot of beers, if you get them above a certain temperature, it skunks the beer up. It tastes terrible. It's just awful. And that's how all beer was in Oklahoma. And there were a lot of breweries and a lot of companies that would not distribute to places like Oklahoma because of these like asinine laws. They're like, well, we're not gonna, you know, it's like if they sold ice cream and Oklahoma wouldn't allow you to freeze it, it would have to be sold in its, you know, melted state. It's kind of what they were asking them to do. That's a little bit extreme, but you get the idea. So, it was kind of, I don't know, I didn't really drink much, other than maybe vodka, back then. And then, once I moved here, you know, there's like one of the biggest restaurants here in this part of town in Tempe, is called Four Peaks, and they're all over the place. And that is a microbrewery and a restaurant. They got bought out by Budweiser like 5 or 10 years ago. Yo, we got Mechanical Wire in the house. How you doing? Tennessee had stupid, dumb beer laws. No beer could be sold in old-sized containers. That is no metric. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's weird. I just try to let it go. Oh, wait. Poindexter on YouTube. Blocks were popular among domestic brews at the time. Oh, yeah. Seasonal brews. Yeah. Amberbach, Shinerbach. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't have that, Dowie. All I have are these ridiculous emotes. Wait, I don't have them anymore. Did they get canned? No, there they are. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you. That was my impression of the Line 6 DL4. Hearing the words, oh yeah. That piece was very meaningful to me. Took a lot of years for me to... Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a very trying time living and studying with the DL4. You know, there was some times when I thought, what am I doing here, hanging out with a delay pedal in a train station in Poland? I mean, what am I doing? What are we doing? You know, I know we're you know, moving heroin, but you know, thank you. Thank you. Yes, well, thankfully, the DL4 spoke the local language, including the dialects, and was able to get us right through customs, no problem at all. Wait, oh yeah, I was talking about studying, not moving drugs. No, anyways. Moons? I used to have a Line 6 guitar port. Turned out to be the device not that needed once the software was installed. Yeah, so I have the pedal, and then I have one of their amps, but the amp took apart. I took it apart on the stream, and then I never put it back together because, you know, I'm brilliant like that. But I like to impersonate them. Send it to you in DM if you want to add it to your buy a sound page. Buy a sound page. Oh, man. All right. I forgot what we were talking about. Or what we... Oh, yeah, yeah. Like the one you pay for with bits. Well, you can use channel points, too. It's just like, which one do we cut? Because there's only 5 slots. I said slots. There's only 5 slots. S-L-O-T-S. What? What would I do with 5 of those? Sorry. Had to explain. Went on to form Strymon. Interesting. I did not know that. Poindexter over on YouTube. One profile was called Hairspray, referring to the hair bands of the 80s. That's my fave. Nice. All right. Let's we've got some nice spacey, gamelan, chimey tunes for us to attach components with, or to. It actually feels rather tranquil. Very, very ASMR. Oh, the profile. Okay, that makes sense now. Now I understand. Yeah, the guitar amp I have from Line 6, it's a combo amp, and it's basically that pedal that they had. I can't remember the model number. Built into it, so you had 4 presets with effects and all that. It was. I still like it. I'd like to get it out and get it all working and everything, but I've just been, busy, I guess. I don't know. It's a pain in the butt to fix. I have to put it back together, and hopefully, I think I was smart enough to tape the screws to it. But I don't know. It's buried. It's a big buried project. And then once I unbury it, I'm like, where the hell is it gonna live? With its father? No, its father won't take it. Son of a bitch. All right. That's a little weird. I think I know what I did. It's funnier. All right. So we did all these caps. We did all these resistors. It was quite a bit. It took a couple minutes. Now we just have all this shit, which looks like more than it is. We should probably start with these 4148s. I personally like to start any stream off with hot MILF action, and these are MELFs. I don't know what that stands for, actually. That would be more funny if I did. MELF. Package. Typing with one hand is dumb. Metal electrode leadless face. MELF. Rawr. That's actually really fucking awesome. I gotta show you guys. There you go. If we had one of those more you know things coming out, it'd be nice. They look like robot nipples. I don't know. Poindexter over on YouTube. You used to have a PV Transtube 1112 EFX. I found that I preferred the effects on that than all my pedals except for the Morley wing. I have my guitar. I've been wanting to get back into playing. I've been playing bass for a year or so now, and I want to see if it made me a better guitar player. What's the reason to use Melfs? This is going to be a fucking Reddit thread. Guess I could have seen the logo there. Yeah, I think it's really just a cost thing because they're cheap, and you can get really high precision ones for a really low price. Like if you need 0.1% resistors for something, you can get them in a Melf package, and they're substantially cheaper than their counterpart, Leroy. That's not the counterpart. I just like to say Leroy. Let's get the 4148s out and start rubbing this thing up in hot Melf action. You know? Yeah, it'd be funny if I Googled Melf and then, like, the ads popped up. And it was, like, hot Melfs in your area. But I guess I'd have to look at that, like, on a torrent site or something. You'd be like, no! It's Metal Electrode Leadless Face! I swear! I don't know why my voice went up high, but it does when injustices occur. Hot Melfs are waiting for you. Wait, why am I breaking this up? It doesn't fucking matter. Hot Melfs in your area just waiting for electronics. For a circuit board. No, that doesn't sound sexy. How many do I need? 5? That's... Well, that kind of went hairy. Dude, now I'm hungry. What the fuck? What kind of nonsense world is this? Nonsense world. Made out of nonsense. Kind of world. Dude, that's as bright as it gets. I could make it brighter, but then we get glare, which is not to be confused with Claire. Look at that LM13700. We got that, baby. We got that. Got that locked down. I know where they are. They're down at the jacks, but Look, what if I'm wrong? There's one right there.
We name him Nathan Alexander.
Those are Zeners. We're not going to do those yet. Wait a minute. Where the fuck are the... It said there were 5 diodes. Oh. Well, hello. There's 1. Okay, I'm up to 4. But I don't know where the 5th one is. I guess we could do these first and pray the rest on this simple. God only knows. And she's not telling. Oh, man. All right. Oh, scheisse. Man, that was a dirty, dirty tool, old man. Dirty tool, old man. Dirty tool. All right. Dude, just come off. I don't... It's... Anyways... That guy's dead. That diode we saw that flew away? Oh, yeah. There's no way it survived that. Like, no way in hell. Funeral? Don't worry about it. We're gonna have a burial at sea. Plan is, I'm gonna get a garden hose from outside. Bring it into here. It's convenient because the spigot's just right around the side. Hose the whole place down. Burial at sea. Problem solved. Widow's wishes are met, and I got a whole new wealth of problems. Oh man, there it is, perfectly straight. Perfectly. flex on my nice jacket, though. This is my comfy jacket. My comfy. Not to be confused with Punky from Punky Brewster. Punky? I don't have any other dialogue. I don't even know the guy's name. Just echo those words. Ah, Punky. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's fine. Everything's fine. All right, let's go to this guy up here, and then we're going to get Robert Stack to help us solve this unsolved mystery. How you guys doing on these 80s, 90s references? Is this any good? Should I bring up Alf next? Alf, shit, you know, we could do Cabbage Patch later. I don't know, that's not obscure enough. Although, I know I'm in the right audience because I hummed some song that I was like, oh, that's the opening, that's like a movie or whatever. I don't know, I can't remember what I was saying. And I was like, da, da, da. You know, I was doing this whole thing, and then someone was like, that's the theme song to Amazing Stories. I was like, that is! Didn't even realize I was ripping it off. That was probably one of the top moments I ever had as a streamer. Oh, hey, I found my diode. And he's alive! He's talking! He wants love. He wants love! Well, he won't get it. Dude, I don't know where the other diode be. I mean, we can surf this board some more. I got 4 of these Zeners, but, you know, that's not a wiener. A Zener's not a wiener. Remember that? Me neither. I just made it up. Hold on. Let me get my pogs out. Garbage Pail Kids. Oh, man. You know the guy that wrote the graphic novel Mouse... That was his project later. He's one of the creators of the Garbage Pail Kids. And I think he stuck with it for the whole run. Yeah, what's oh, his I should remember his name, but Art Spiegelman. So Art Spiegelman is also the creator of Garbage Pail Kids. It's quite the juxtaposition, right? Graphic novel dealing with the horrors of the World War II and the Holocaust and internment, and then Pukin' Patty. I guess when you go that dark, you gotta come out somewhere, and there might be some side effects depending on how dark things got. But you know, that's one of the I chalk that up as one of the universal, wow, that's fucking hilarious. Okay. This timeline has its faults, but that is pretty funny. That is pretty cool. Pukin' Patty. It's just a little bit jarring of a gear shift there. Yeah, I can't find this other diode. I think it may be fake. You son of a bitch. Popped right up. Using RMA flux, question mark, is it possible? I always use water soluble flux. I used with my dishwasher to clean them, but hand rinse in hot water works fine, but dry ASAP compressed air is preferred. Some parts can't be immersed. Yeah, no, so here's my jam. Here's how I go. This is coming from YouTube. Poindexter over on YouTube. So what I'm using right now, you can kind of see it. That's flux. And so I use right now, and this is far from being the best way. This is just, you know, my way right now. Is I'm using this Kester 951, which is a clear flux, and you bop it on here, and it's alcohol, and the alcohol will evaporate, and it will leave behind the delicious flux. I'm also using the flux, a lot of it, I'm relying heavily on the flux in the rosin core of this solder. Those two together, it works pretty well. As far as cleaning goes, so this is, this flux and all the fluxes I use are no clean fluxes. And my usual method after I've gotten the board populated, and of course, you know, you want to, like you were pointing out, you want to avoid the components that aren't going to like that situation, but I almost never deal with them. And then I'll go through and scrub the board down a little bit, get a lot of the heavy stuff. But the thing I like about this particular flux is that it practically rinses off with alcohol. Like I really don't have to put much work into it at all. It just pours right off. It's awesome. It's probably the best thing about it. The only thing I have to work with is my rosin core. It leaves like some pretty nasty little yellow marks every now and then, and that's the only thing I'm ever cleaning, and that's nothing. I could do that all day long and never complain. So it works well. The other method I use is tacky flux, and that will that's almost identical, but the cleaning procedure is a little bit more. Sometimes I'll soak it in alcohol. I've been thinking about, for a long time, I've been meaning to get a hypersonic cleaner, but I've just been lazy about it because I really don't have anywhere to put it. I have to clean up my lab some more. I got some Harry than the Henderson's trading cards back. Oh my God, I think I got one of those too. Hey, how did you say that name? Jukes? I just used petroleum jelly. It's cheap and inexpensive. Oh yeah, just throw a bunch of Vaseline on there. Big heaping hoops. I bet it smells better. I bet it would smell better. So yeah, I do too. Poindexter, but these are both Kester, and they actually work together. So I've got Kester 44 and Kester 951 as the fluxes, and they work fine together. They honestly don't do too bad. However, I did discover what you're talking about because I mixed this flux. I wanted to reflow it, so I put it on a hot plate to reflow it, and I poured a bunch of my usual tacky flux on it, which is from a different company, Amtech. And when I tell you it is the worst cleaning situation I've ever dealt with, I am not exact. I think the only way I could have really got it clean is if I just soaked it for like probably 24 hours or more. Like a really hardcore soak, because it was bad. It was really, really bad. And I got a lot of it off, but eventually I just gave up. I was like, ugh, who cares? It's yellow. Fine. Yeah, I'm always trying different techniques for soldering and so forth, because I'm always trying to find different ways. Like if someone were to come in and go, oh, you know, every time I solder X, Y, and Z happens and I hate it, I could be like, oh, have you tried G? I don't know. I actually didn't come up with a letter, but either way, it's nice to be able to offer people a different method to soldering that may be more conducive to what they like to do. What works for them. I saw someone recently, they posted that they got a hot plate, and I was like, oh, these are great. I use it all the time. It's a really wonderful way to reflow. And you know, you can still tap things back into place versus like a shelf one where you reflow and then something gets knocked weird or whatever. But I was bringing up the other side of it, which one is you need good fume extraction, because it'll produce like so much smoke, and you're not supposed to breathe that smoke in. It's not lead or anything like that, but it's definitely not healthy. It says it all over the material safety data sheet for it. It's like, don't do that. Don't inhale this. It's not good for you. Make you real sick. And we're not responsible if you get sick, because that's on you. It's over and over in the materials safety data sheet. Ooh. Okay, so next up, we've got transistors, I think. Transistors and Trans-Am. Cars. Boy. Oh, boy. So we're going to do all these guys. Oh, no, I'm sorry. All these guys. There's like 10 of them. Oh, man. That is a lot more than 3. Poindexter over on YouTube. Water-soluble flux burns less and really is the best way to go. However, working on a hot plate for the sake of it and is not advised, as you are also heating flux on the entire board over time. This degrades. Well, it's the same. So the hot plate is just used once. I don't know if you thought I meant over and over and over. I like it a lot more than hot air. And typically when I did hot air, I would just heat from the bottom. because I didn't really like doing direct heat on the area. Yeah, the method I like for that too is I basically pre-tin all the pads, and then I go in and I'll kind of loosely tack all the chip resistors in, and the caps I have to do a little bit more because if I don't get them centered, you know, I don't get them pretty decent, they'll tombstone. So I try to do that, and then you know, transistors, diodes, same thing, just kind of tack them in. The chips, like the dips and you know, other packages, QFN, all those other packages, things like that, I will, well, maybe not QFN because I like to smash them, but all those packages and whatnot, they'll typically, like electrolytics, that's what I was trying to think of. So electrolytic caps, those I usually just place on there, and then I'll put it on the hot plate. I'll set the temperature to 220°C. I'll heat it up. Once it passes 180 degrees C, I start an 8-minute timer. And this is kind of arbitrary, but it seems to be good practice so far because I get less burnt flux with that amount of time. And I basically monitor it, wait for everything to go to the liquid state, you know, state change. And then once it's done and I'm like, okay, it looks like everybody's happy, everybody's in there, I'll kill it and I'll let it drop back down nice and slow on the hot plate. And I'll stop my timer. Usually it takes about 5 minutes over 180°C. And then I'll let it cool down on the area, nice and slow. And my results have been really, really good. I've had really good results with it. I've been very happy. I haven't been doing it with these because this crazy method I've been soldering, it works, and it's not as bad. The boards that I did all these hot plates with, they were all 603, and you know, a little bit smaller packages on some of the dip stuff. So it just was like easier to reflow it than to try to hand solder everything all nice and clean. I feel like I'm up talking at the end of every sentence. Yeah, so I'm just flowing it back so that the solder gets into place, grabs it. I'm not doing any crazy work on there. I'm not using it to like remove components. I'll use hot air for that. It's typically if I'm removing something it doesn't work, or it possibly won't work, or it's on the verge. A lot of people will use hot air, and that's not a bad way to go, but when you're trying to solder this kind of stuff, I don't recommend it. One of the things that I ran into early on that made me go, this was a dumb idea, was I hot aired like all these components on, like I don't know, close to 100. And it didn't work, and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. And at one point, it kind of dawns on me, dude, I heated up and let this board cool down over 100 times. That can't be good for it. You know, that can't be good. And then I kind of got that confirmed from repair people and engineers and so forth. They're like, yeah, you kind of want to do that as few times as you can, because it's stressful to the board. You can get it, delaminate, all these, traces lift, all these problems can occur. So it's best to do it as few times as possible. That's your goal. If you keep doing it over and over, you start noticing the board starts getting burnt and fucked up looking and warped, and that's because it didn't want you to do that. It also just wanted a cookie. God damn, I'm getting hungry. So I might have to have a food bag. Flux you can build up and frustration. Yeah. So, yeah, it's usually just once. Everything's like pretty much one time. And that's kind of what I try to get across is like, you really just want to try not to do this over and over and over and over. If you're heating up a small area, it's just like, it's the equivalent of like when people complained, and this is truer with older boards. They're like, oh yeah, I tried to solder and I kept lifting up pads and whatever. And I'm like, oh, well, that's your dwell time. You're heating up the pad for far too long. Your iron's too hot. All these things combined, and the board starts to fall apart. It's kind of like that, but at a broader scale. It's more splash damage. Oh, man. All right. We'll start with the 857s. And then we've got some 854s, and then we've got some J309s, some Fets. Well, one Fet. Boba Fett. I think after I get all these components soldered on, I'm gonna have a snack. I'm gonna have a slice of pizza. Maybe two. We ordered this pizza and they cut the slices like really thin. It was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. I was like, what the hell? I was making fun of it because like Mrs. Heresy, she cuts pizzas really weird. She cuts them all tiny slices too, and I'm like, what the? Why? You're like obliterating all the toppings here. And I thought in my head, oh shit. She got another job working at the pizza place. I didn't know money was that tight. I don't know why I put this away. That was fucking dumb. I think because I was talking, and talking distracts me. So we need 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Muy buen. Oh, come on, get on there. There we go. Now I can close this and put it there. Be at peace. Now, we don't have any transistors. Oh, shit. Anonymous!
Eat your pizza in halves. It's the only true way.
Eat your pizzas in halves. So I should just cut the triangle so that I have like a palin... Yeah, palin... not a palindrome. What the fuck? Oh, I can't remember shapes. I'll have a little triangle, and then I'll have a trapezoid. That's it. That's the word I was thinking of. That'll be cool, actually. I like your thinking, Anonymous. Thanks again for the 909. You know, actually, I don't know your intent in this, but this is actually sound advice, because when you reheat pizza, and you know what I'm talking about. The folks at home know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying the dumbest shit. It's pretty fun. So when you're heating up a pizza, when you're microwaving a pizza, you know, like, the edges get all nice and hot, but the center's still, like, it's not even melted. And then you have to, like, overheat it to get it in. But what if you were to beat that by cutting it down, cutting it in half, and then you have a triangle and a trapezoid. Now, you may have a tinier version of your problem, but it's a bite-sized tiny, not a mouthful. Bite. Those are units of measurement we're going to be sticking with. Sid, do you hang out an IRC? I do not. It's one of those things that it never quite caught on with me, I guess. I don't know what it is. To, you know, and this will make me look like a total freaking dork, but like I wouldn't even know, like, do you still, I bet it's all web-based, or, I mean, would you even use a client? Like, are there clients for IRC? Because, I mean, I remember back in the day there were, but they kind of sucked. At least the ones from Mac. And so and that's what I was driving at that time, you know, in the early internet days, the 90s. And then I think I got a driver's license, and I got into girls, and yeah, internet may compete with that now, but didn't compete with it at all back then. Driver's license and girl, yeah. Good luck, internet. What do you got? 5,400 baud. Oh. Oh yeah! We got Drifted in the house. Welcome in. Terminal client, internet killed the radio star. Yeah, it did. Oh wait, so... So there probably is an IRC client built into MacOS. Welcome in, Drifted. Welcome in, anybody just coming by, chilling by. We are working on more nonlinear circuits modules because that's what we're doing. That's what we do now. That's our life. That's my life, anyways. And you know what? It's not so bad. It's expensive, but it's not so bad. But as I have stated, I over the past week, I paid off the tax man, and I paid the tax man for this year. I'm like all caught up on my tax man stuff, and then I have extra money to put away in my retirement plan. So I'm like, I think this is gonna be as happy as I'll get for the next couple of years. Ooh, shit. Internet took a dive. There it goes. Looks like it's okay. Alright, we got a break, so. Let me do some stretching. Oh. Oh, oh shit. Crickle crackle. All right. I feel better, but I was kind of hoping I'd stand up and feel like a maze of balls. Like do some stretching and then it'd be like, ah. I can now appreciate the black jelly bean for what it is. Licorice piss. I am populating some PCBs while watching you solder. It's therapy. Let's go. Let's go. That's fantastic news, mate. I'm on to that. I'm into that. I'm up on that. Let's go. All right. Earlier, I was watching a little clip of Cassandra Peterson. She did like a podcast not too long ago, and I mean to watch it. I always thought she was a really, younger me liked her. Obviously, because she was funny and easy on the eyes. But what's fun, I think the coolest thing about her when I'm watching like these old videos is how all her comedy, all her bits like have aged like a wonderful fine wine. Like all her stuff was very, very like girl power, Queenie. It was all of that at this very early stage where I know it was prevalent and it was still there, but it's just really nice to see like an early foundation, I guess, of it. The thing that sticks in my head is there was an episode of like Super Mario Brothers where it was Captain Lou played Mario and it was like this weird set and they do all these silly bits, and she was on there, and you've probably seen it. It's floating around the internet. But what really sticks out is like all her just batting aside like stereotypes and like just sexist stuff. She'll just kind of just bat it aside with like a joke and a smile, and I don't know, it's really cool. I never really was able to appreciate it with that perspective until looking back and going, wow, that's pretty cool, that she was successful too doing all that and still is to this day. I think I looked it up. She's like 70. She just had her birthday not too long ago. I think she's 72. It's just amazing. But anyways, I low-key love Cassandra Peterson. Fun fact, I don't like black licorice. I don't like black jelly beans, but I like Good and Plenty and Jägermeister. Oh man, I hate licorice, period. Like if licorice was banished from the earth, and I would probably be celebrating it. Yeah, and any possibility of liking it was destroyed on my 21st birthday, the day before my 20, like the night you turn 21 at night. So I went out for drinks and ran into a coworker, and they bought me this drink. I'll never forget it. It was called Surfing Naked, and it had a really strong Jägermeister flavor. And I was trying to be polite. Someone buys you a drink for your birthday, and I'm a kid, trying to be polite. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've never had Jaeger. That's quite a flavor, And I guess he interpreted it as, I need to give this man shots of Jaeger. So I'm like politely putting down complete schwill. I mean, just awful. And then, it hits me like a freight train. I'm sick as a dog. And we made it back to my friend's house, and I just hung out in the driveway and was like, you can go in, I'll catch up. And, or I said that in my head. What came out of my mouth was, I should got fucked, damn it. I'll be there in a minute. Oh, fuck. That's what I really said. For 30 minutes solid. Just chanting, oh fuck. And then spitting. You know, lots of spitting. But you know, that was a rite of passage. After that, I had to actually celebrate my 21st birthday. And that's when I learned how awful it is to drink when you have a hangover. It is pretty much like, I don't know. It's like a thing you have to do, but you don't want to do it because it's disgusting to you. But you have to. I don't have to come up with examples. You can just let that be your guide. That's what it was. That's what that was like. And then I don't think I drank again. We went to a bar, and then I don't think I went to a bar again until a year later on my 22nd birthday. But that was actually kind of cool. I remember my dad showed up. And you know, when you're that age, you're kind of like, oh no, I hope my dad doesn't embarrass me. But I was kind of eking out of that. And a little bit. He's starting to be like, you know, my old man. And I remember he came, he sat with us, and we were sitting at like this booth at this bar. And my dad was really good at like reading a room and being able to talk to it. And that made him, that was really good for his job because he was a principal, a public school principal, so he kind of required that skill to be good. And he was pretty good at it. So anyways, he comes and sits down with my friends and everything, and then he starts telling his stories about when my mom and him lived in Australia. And he told a story I'd never heard in my entire fucking life. It was a little bit embarrassing for him. It was a little bit of hubris on him, you know. Or not really hubris, but just, you know. And I remember my friends were just, I was all worried they were going to be bored and, oh, here's my dad and everything. He had them like hanging on every word. It was actually pretty fascinating. I remember walking away and getting like a beer or something, then coming back and they're just like, you know, wide-eyed, just listening to this story about, I don't remember what the story was. There's so many of them. Anyways, that's Memories with Sid. Join us next time where he remembers the first time he made love to a pelican. Until next time. Wait. Oh, hey, there's the other 857. I knew you were hiding somewhere. This one's gonna be a challenge. Or is it? Oh, yeah. That was great. That was all the 857s. Kinda like a dream, really, when you think about it. Oh, so I don't know what to do. I'm trying to figure this out. Next Saturday, we normally stream, but I have a birthday party to go to. And normally, I would blow it off and be like, ah, fuck you. You're a year older. Who cares? But it's a shared birthday. So that's like 2 people at once. And that's kind of like, that's a rough one to burn, you know. Usually I get over it, but like, And then I don't know if they played up to me or if it was their idea or what. It's probably their idea because of me. But it's going to be at a barcade, one of my favorites. So I'm going to go do that on Saturday. But I still want to stream, still want to do the stream for the week or whatever the hell. So I'm trying to think of a good option. Now, I have 2. Well, actually I have 3. But I don't really like the third option. Tron Dog over on YouTube, welcome in. Oh, message deleted. So one option, and it's the one I'm kind of leaning towards, is having a stream on Friday. So we'd have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Another option is the same thing, but move it to Sunday, which I like second best. And then the third one I like is to just stream in the morning and afternoon until I have to go and do that. But I don't like that idea at all, because that sounds like a short stream, and it also sounds like I'm not gonna get as much done, and then I'm gonna like be dying for food. Yeah. So that's the third one. So I'm leaning towards Friday, but you know, it's Friday. I'm in love. Barcade, Pig Dogs. Yeah, there's a couple places here that are pretty good here in the valley. Or nearest to me. There's some places up north, but that's a bit of a drive, and I'm not really into that. Because usually I take we have Waymo here, and so I usually take a Waymo to it. Although lately the prices have been going up, so I've kind of been taking just Uber or whatever the hell, Uber Lyft, because it's cheaper. I'm like, oh, well, I'm trying to save pennies so I can buy more tequila and electronics, so, you know, priorities, motherfucker. Priorities. Oh, man, that was close, Flast. Yeah, well. Easy come, easy go, right? It was quite, yeah, it was kind of, there was a lot of luck there. I was kind of looking at the corner of my eye. But I couldn't see the names. I just saw, like, you know, the shit going on. And then I finally focused, and I'm like, oh. Snap. Alright, why am I doing it this way? I should do it this way. Ooh. Yeah! Yeah! Did we do that guy down here? We did not. We should do him. Hey, have you ever been done before? Oh, shit, come on. There you go, buddy. Who's your buddy? Yeah! Okay. Now we've got 2 more to find. One more to find. Yeah, once I get all these SMD done, I'm gonna go get me some pizza. But that's like probably another 5-10 hours from now. Old man. Loving every minute of it, baby. Now we just need to find the final transistor. I think it's in the middle, actually. I'm gonna go down the middle here. So I got another classic afterwards jams finished last night. I finished it up. I was up kind of late. And it's a little bit tricky getting up this morning because of that. That was kind of weird. But I'll probably put it up pretty soon. I kind of wanted more sci-tech content, but I don't know. The option is to like hold off on putting it out, and then it's like more time. I'm like, it is what it is. It'll be fine. Okay, so the next rude boy we got is J309. J309, how you feeling? Oh, look at that. Damn, this is used pretty regularly by homeboy here. Man, J Nothing is killing it. Absolutely killing it. That's the jams we're listening to right now. If you're on Twitch, his link is up at the top. If you're on YouTube, I will put it in there. I think I misspelled listening. I did. Interesting. feel like I'm seeing a kid off to school here. That was grody. All right, I think that's all that's left is our dip chips. Oh wait, we got these Zeners. The Zeners or Zeners. Zener sounds. It doesn't sound cool. I mean, it's probably the right word, but it just sounds like it fell flat. Putting a kid in the circuit.
Just a little tiny child. No one will miss them.
All right. So I have Zeners in here. I think they're actually in the front. Uh-oh. What did this come out of? Oh, I think this is the 4148s that are really, really, really tiny. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is 402. It's asinine. I tried to clip some and give some to Doey, and I lost it. And I still haven't found it. I clipped like 4 off, so I'm down. What are we doing again? Oh yeah, we're finding Zeners. The Zener diodes. Here we go. 5.1 Zeners. We got them, baby. We're gonna have 4? That sucks. I'll have to buy some more of these, I guess, at the Zener store. 4148 leakage all over the place. It's pouring out. Oh, scheisse. Scheisse. Yeah, I should do that, maybe. Zener Emporium. We have every voltage of Zener you could ever need. You want breakdown voltage? We have breakdown voltages. What kind of current are you handling? We can handle it. Don't even ask. Just tell us. Here at Zener Emporium, our staff works throughout the night to make sure that you get your diodes. Come on, come on. Oh my god, get her. Yes. Be trapped. No, not that way. Trapaholic. Oh yeah, I've been scraping these tweezers on with that flux. I keep waiting for it to come in handy. It does not. Yeah, you know what? I hadn't even thought about magnetization. I should try running. The reason these are sticking is more likely because of how dirty these tweezers are. Probably not magnetization, but I do have a few demagnetizers. Magnetizer, demagnetizer. Laying around. That would be great. Dude, what the fuck is that? I swear to God. Let's not have that again, alright? Alright, that's pretty good. Let's do a little dab here just to make it yummy. Alright. That was all the melts. I think that's... Now we're just on to the dip packages. Oh, you know what I never did? These diodes here. Let's get these guys. I think we can put the big ones on. The big one diodes? They're huge. I mean, they make me feel... I mean, a little... Let me make sure these will fit. Oh, they'll fit fine. Ronnie and Donald. Ronald McDonald. Alright, this one being a little bit crooked is gonna eat me. Okay, that's debatably worse. Alright. Okay. Why is this teetering now? I don't understand why. Why come teeter? Whatever. I'm done with it. I want a big ball on the other side, though. still don't... God, no, it's still killing me. Because it's not sitting flush on the board. And I don't understand. Oh, why? Alright. Hope it's facing the right way. I didn't turn it around like a Goomba. Oh. We're not gonna get too hyper-focused on this. Not yet, anyways. Maybe later. Alright, next is gonna be our dips. Yeah, I don't see... We have a couple of resistors missing, but I have those marked down. We could fib them. We have 603 in the right size, and we do have... It asks for 22 ohm resistor, and we have 24, which is within... honestly, within 1%. So... And it's really just doing a 110 thing, because another resistor that it works with is 220 ohms. So it's not even, I think it's just doing that for consistency. And to make me look like a fool. Oh shit, what's up this crap? Boom 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 up but up but up but up. Yeah, now I got coils stuck in my head. That's an okay thing, though. I'd rather have coils stuck in my head than the family ties theme. How many of these do we need? 6? Glad I bought like 100. Two, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of chips for an effects pedal, or well, whatever module. I guess it's not that bad. Whatever. I'm just whining. Alright, we need one TLO 74. Let's go ahead and get that rude boy going. And then we need one 555. Now that is going to be one I think I got. Yeah, I had no idea where to put it. So I'm like, I guess I'll put it here. Alright, I need to not confuse it with the TLO 74s. That would be bad. All right. Do we have any on? I guess we do. Wait, what's a 7805? Oh. It's another component that we don't have. And I forgot the LM13700s, but yeah, 7805. I can kind of say the name out loud long enough and I kind of know what it does. Especially when we're dealing with a reverb chip. And we're right next to the power. But I don't think I carry that in here. So let me do the LM13700s. I can get that out of the way. There's just one. And then, yeah, this other chip, I think I'm going to have to order it. Oh, and then there's a 4106. Dude, we got a lot of chips here. There are 3 LM13700s. I thought there was just one. Dude. This thing is, no wonder this took a couple of minutes to build. There's a lot of parts. I'll tell you what, I'll get to... I don't think I have that power chip, but we'll circle back around. We can get everything else on here. Jesus, there's a lot. We'll start at the top. Dear Casey, it's been 6 months and I've been eating my own hair. I find the stringy flavor of it quite amazing. Sometimes I don't wash my hair for weeks and then I cut it up and put it in a cheeseburger. My parents found out recently and thought it was atrocious. My father said he would disown me and would never have a hair-eating child. Casey, it's been really rough. At times, all I can do is just eat more of my own hair and listen to your radio show. Can you please play OPP by Naughty by Nature? Well, we sure can. You know, it'd be also funny if people called in, or not called in, but they had the letter for the Casey Kasem show, but they asked like complex, like physics or shit. I can't think of the word right now. It's that complex. I really can't think of the word I'm trying to say. That's embarrassing. Let me think. Philosophy. Oh, wow, that's sad. Couldn't remember the word philosophy. Dear Casey, Kierkegaard writes that the internal point of existence is futility in itself. I find the existence futility. No. I don't know. I don't know any Kierkegaard quotes, but Nietzsche says that
Dear Casey, Nietzsche says that God is dead. While he may be referring to the element of God, I sometimes think he's talking about the little tiny man inside me, who is dead and is smelling really bad. Dear Casey, can you please play Red Red Wine by UB40?
Dude. Perfect. Dude, I might have to... Okay, that looks better. I think there's another one. Well, here, we'll just do this LM13. There's so fucking many of them. There's this guy over here. Let's just do this guy. How many chips are there? There's 10, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, or 11, 12, 13. Yeah, there's 13 chips.
But where's all the dip? Sucker.
Aha! Alcadroid! Let's fucking go. How you doing, mate? It's man. I was just thinking about you. Someone brought up Guinness. And I was like, you know, there's a cat who hangs out in chat every now and then. They fancy the Guinness. And an hour and a half later, you appear. It must be ordained. Hey, Caterpickle, welcome in as well. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. I had a pretty chill day yesterday. Just kind of hung out on the couch. I got a video edited, and I think it's pretty. I gotta sit through it and look for little tweaks, little fixes. And it's like 35 minutes, so that's like, you know, an hour or so of work. But it's another classic Afterwards Jams. It's a drone one, so it's gonna be more meditative, more put this on, you want to sleep, or you want to think about you know, how you would feel if you were a mermaid or a merman. I'm not, you know, trying to get anything specific. Yeah, I should have it up in as soon as I can. I've been late putting anything up there, so I'm like, well, let me put this up. That'll be nice. We'll have that on the YouTube. Oh fuck yeah, baby! 10 months. That's badass. That's badass. Thank you so much, Alcadroid, for the 10 months. Look, it's total bedlam down there. I know. You know what? I swear, like, after the first double-digit subscribe, like the first time I had to say to somebody who wasn't like a friend, you know, like Mrs. Heresy, she's subscribed for a long time. And I have a couple other friends that have subscribed for a really long time. It was someone I don't know. I never met them in real life or anything. And the first time I remember cracking like double digits. I was just like, Burr? I mean, it's just a year of being on stream, but still kind of amazing when you really think about some. I don't know. I'm a big data nerd. I have literally wanted to sign up for stuff just so I can get data. I can be, oh, well, that looks like a lot of yummy data. I like data. I like just staring at it, pretend like I understand what it means. I like to pretend like I can interpret it correctly, like some sort of data scientist. But usually I just use my layman's abilities and kind of half-ass it. Deserve quadruple digits. Oh my god. I'd be an old man. Hey everybody, welcome to welcome to Sid. Oh Jesus, my back. Fuck this. Oh shit. My Sid Heresy. DIY. This eye doesn't work, so we're just using this one. This one. I see you. All right. All right. Okay. Hold on a minute. All right. Now we can start. What are we doing? Why are there all these lights? Oh, right. So we're gonna solder on to... Why do I sound like Christopher Lloyd there? Marty! We're gonna solder on! You just turn up the juice just a little bit, and you can get Christopher Lloyd's best. You turn it down a little bit, you get Old Man Sid. Interesting. I wonder what future scientists will think of that. Old Man Sid should be a reoccurring character. It is! 3 times a week. And then videos. You have old man Sid. Nah.
My hair is long, tiny. Damn it.
Alright, anyways. Alright. That took longer than it was supposed to. I don't know why. Oh, did I put it on right? I didn't even check. I think I did. I did! Alright. I don't know why I'm in madman mode. Madman. Remember that. Alright, we need a LM13700. What do we got? I can't tell them the difference. The text is too tiny. Hey, look at that! On the first try. Oh shit, well, I think we can work around this solder on these pads. There's just one. There is a couple more that are a little bit worse. We'll have to clean them up. Now I got the hiccups. Man, imagine being an air traffic controller and you have the hiccups. That would be terrible. Tango Z, Niner. Tango Z, Niner, you're clear for Tango. I guess that joke only, like, works for like a half a second. And then it's pretty boring. But, oh Jesus, man, I just have like the filthiest iron tips right now. Grab it. Seize it. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Just like I planned. Okay, what?
Do what now? Hold on. Do what now? Give me a second. It ain't working. Do it is. There it goes. There it is. There it goes. There it is. I'm gonna keep saying this, damn it. There it is. There it goes. There it is. There it goes. Is those. Oh no. Okay, we might have overplayed our hand.
This is fine, man. I don't know what people are freaking out about. Oh, look at that. He has like a little rhinoceros horn. I don't think there's enough. Maybe. Oh man, this pen looks like it's not fully submersed. Bathe in the solder. Perfect. Clean your tip. Hey, LT. Doesn't everyone like hot and filthy irons? Well, as much as they like hot and filthy beer. Hot and filthy potatoes.
Get your solders hot and filthy.
Okay, that was dumb. Ta-da! For my next trick, I shall do it blindfolded. Ooh, wouldn't that be neat? I don't think I could do it. I don't know how I would do it, but it would be neat. I don't think it would really blow up the internet like Chocolate Rain kind of blow up, but I don't know. Might be something I need to think about. You know, how to separate myself from all the other foul-mouthed electronics people out there. Actually, I say that, but then I'm like, wait, well, Louis Rossman's pretty foul-mouthed. So, all right, there's him. I don't know if I should clean. I don't know. Part of me wants to. Part of me loves to. Let's do it. Let's just do it. We don't even need to change the iron temp because it's such a teeny tiny amount. It's so small, maybe even the baby could do it. We could get a baby out here. We can't? Okay, no baby today. Maybe next time we get a baby. We say, hey, baby, try this out. And the baby go, uh-uh. And then the baby get it, and we'd be like, hey, baby one. Same way the pinball wizard plays pinball by intuition with supple wrists and sense of smell. Yeah, that's right. He just had his smell. I forgot about that deaf, dumb, and blind kid. You need to turn 180, dog. Dog. Ooh. Yeah, once blind. I know. Oh, you bring up a very important point. It could be the Pandora's box. People would come to the channel and be like, when are you going to put the blindfold on? I don't know. I thought today I wouldn't. Fuck this guy. I came here to watch some blind soldering. I've traveled the world in search of the most incredible sights mankind can behold. I've seen the pyramids of Giza, the Taj Mahal, I've seen it all. I've seen a poodle mate with a Rottweiler. Oh shit, internet took a poo-poo. Why do we keep getting poo-poos on the internet? I'm not a fan of that. I'm anti-poo-poo on this. Let's see. Is it bad? Is it gonna go away in a second? What? Why are you asking me? No. Internet traffic analyzer. Okay, it looks like it's healthy. I think it just pooped out for a minute. What were we talking about? Oh yes, yes, the pyramids of Giza, the Taj Mahal, poodle mating with a Rottweiler, and now I must see a man solder blindfolded. After that, I want to see the dolphin with the VR headset from the movie Johnny Mnemonic. That dolphin died? That's terrible. The dolphin was never real. Oh. It was a puppet? Can I see the puppet? To verify all this? Oh, the puppet's dead. Didn't even know that could happen. Perfect. There we go. Soldered in. Like a dream. A dream in which you cannot ever awaken from. Dude. Like, solder to the pad, bro. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm just gonna hit this cap next to this. Why aren't you moving, bro? The things I go through. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I don't really like any of these parts. Oh, weird. It's not... There we go. The desire for nourishment has grown. I might just drink some more water. It's usually almost the same as eating food. Man. Oh wait, I have this whole other side I gotta solder, so here I'm just gonna steal this. Put it over here maybe just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I thought the solder would migrate somehow. Oh, see, there's crud on this. Let me just put the fix-it juice on here. Quit fighting with it. Oh no, there's like it looks like a chomper's hair. Alright. Perfect. It's now not on that part. And now it is far away. Alright, no splash damage there. We good. I guess we could just keep traveling in this counterclockwise position. Oh, you know what? Or left to right. Ooh, right to left. Oh shit, we should probably clean these guys up.
Oh, sort of cleaners.
Yes. Almost. Pretty close. Whatever. I really shouldn't get hung up on shit like that. Okay. Okay, is this what we're gonna do? Is this how this is gonna go? I mean, that's fine. If we're gonna do that, it's fine. I'm just asking. Oh, okay. Okay. That's pretty fucked up there that you did that, but okay. Alright, you know what? I'm not even gonna clean this. I'm just gonna go at it. I don't fucking care anymore. I'm like Phil Collins. No mo. No mo. Oh shit. Look what my rage and anger has done. Oh shit. Them internets keep pooping. Oh wow. Then it sent 6 bajillion. Okay, I think I made it worse, but I'm just gonna see if I can cover all the pens. There we go. Nah, perfect. Yes. There we go. Oh, did I get them unclear? Oh, well, we'll go back and we'll mess it up. Give me just a moment. Let me get my iron nice and filthy. And I think there is a bridge here. No, there's not. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, moving right along. We're gonna skip all these guys because we're just gonna do the ones that we have this, aimed this way. And we got this 555 timer. I think I put it off to the side here. And I did! The 555! Oh, wait. There it is. The 555 timer! Boom 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 boom. Bum bum bum.
Alright.
The 5-5 timer is
Out of sight.
I think I'm gonna take a big swig of water. Actually, I was gonna get a freshie. Damn it, the internet keeps pooping here. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh. Oh. Ouch. Let me see. Yeah, it's really shitty. I'm gonna grab another drink while this is going on here. Maybe it'll clear up. I'll take a look at my router real fast too. I know you guys can't hear me. It's probably all dropped out. Be right back. That's fucking. Alright, still poo-poo. It looks like it's coming out, though. It's starting to... There it goes. It's starting to get better. Ah, it's starting to clear up. Ah, yes! I knew I just had to, like, cry a little bit. Not a lot. Oh, shit. It's still not perfect. Ah! It fucking hates me. Fucking hates me. Dude, that's like such an old video here. Basically like half the speed it needs to be. I don't know why we keep having these drops. It's almost at the same time, so I almost feel like I have to like work my stream around this stupid. Now we're cooking. Knock on wood, but everything should be back to normal. You guys should be getting a. You can go ahead and refresh. Might be a good time for. Oh, looks like it's normal dive. But yeah, if you can go ahead and refresh, maybe. That, here, I'll change this up. Oh, well. And then as soon as I said should be working, it took a little hit. Dude, I cannot win today. It's still poopy, but it's coming kind of back. I don't know. I'm still annoyed that these other screens haven't updated. Oh, damn, it's still being a jerk. Ah, man. What to do here? It's kind of odd, because it seems to happen around the same time of the day. Motherfucker, come on. Well, okay, it's kind of coming back. Let's see, looks kind of good. I don't know, man. My feeling about this internet is a lot like my feelings on the entire planet these days. Ah, yeah, it's just disappointing the hell out of me.